You guys are a hoot. I don't know what Tigger's doing. Is he up here? Sil, what do you know that we don't know about Bob moving to Idaho?
It was Kelly that started it.
Oh, Kelly started it. That's
I
funny.
think we need to go just a skosh.
If you don't show up in time, you're in a ditch.
Guys, my eyes are here, not there. Just saying.
But then you turned it like hard. There we go. I lean in. You know that.
Yeah, it was.
I feel pretty today.
It was cutting off this, and it was focused down
Focused
here.
on there. Uh-oh. Make sure my volume's off because I'm not new. Trying to watch the live chat.
Hi.
Hi, Priscilla, and Kelly, and Vicky, and Sil, and Alicia, and who else is on here? Who else did I see? Harry,
Anna.
Anna,
I'm not even on it yet.
and listen, Kelly, having pizza. And telling us about it. Okay, so we were working on this window, trying to get this window done, and I'm like trying to drill, and I have zero strength, like none. And I was like, this is how the rest of the world feels, because I'm actually really strong. And so the fact that I just could not lean out and like push this drill and drill this in, I was like, this is insane. This is insane. I have no muscles left.
Yeah.
None. It's
I never had any. I do try to help, but
and I'll tell you what, I was like, I've got the shakes. Maybe, and Kim's like, you're hungry, you haven't eaten. And so now I'm like, maybe I'm hungry. And then I get on here and you're talking about pizza. Did you make the pizza in your pizza oven? That's my question. Cause yum.
yeah.
If you weren't so far away, girl, dang it. We'd be
Right?
doing this live from your house, eating pizza.
Yeah. Sandy.
Hey, Colleen, you made it.
Hi, Sandy.
Sandy.
Is it Taco Tuesday? Rude.
So
Why bring that up when you know we can't have any?
Exactly,
Rude.
Bob. Let's chat about food.
Oh, she ordered it.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right.
Oh, Sandy and all her emojis.
You thought that we overslept. We did take a nap today. I'll tell you, the smoke it makes your eyes hurt, it makes your throat hurt, you taste it in
We're
your
just
mouth.
not sleeping as well at night.
Mm-mm.
So
No.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
You love tacos too, Mom. Yep. Tacos are
I
good.
know, like a taco salad would be really good.
Since 7:30. Hi, Sue.
Huh.
I'm so glad you're on here.
Yeah, Sue. It's been a while.
No, Harry, we're not in the parking lot. We're on
not.
the property.
We are up on the property.
Unfortunately, it's still on the truck, but
We did. Well, I mean, we could be outside, but again, when we're in the truck, we get the air conditioning, we get the filtered air, and we're not. It's kind of our break away from the smoke. This morning, could not even see the lake from the edge of the world. The smoke was so thick. And so we ran up to Bonner's Ferry, picked up some animal feed. Get it, Mom. He should not be throwing food emojis at us when he knows we're hungry. That's mean. So let's see. We did that. What else did we do today? So we went and got the feed.
yeah, that's a little bit of a trip.
That is a trip. What is that? 45 minutes? I think it's about 40.
Something like that.
It's about
45.
45 minutes there. They're really quick. Got us loaded down and then headed back. And
Ooh.
what?
Hawaiian pizza sliders out of Hawaiian rolls. Upside pizza.
We make poor man calzones. It's what we've named them. Kimmy did it, and I was like, "What? This is amazing!" It was like the best thing ever.
It's basically a quesadilla with pizza sauce and
It is.
mozzarella.
So it's a poor man's
Calzone.
calzone. My brain went to quesadilla. And it's like legitimately my new favorite thing.
Darcy!
And Darcy made it.
Hi! Darcy had us over for dinner tonight, and it was amazing.
Last night, not tonight.
That's-
Or
that's-
is it tonight?
No, it was last night. It was amazing.
So good. I like the best visit.
Yeah, thank you, Darcy.
So we're trying to get the rest of this window in, and then we've got we got our painting that we got to do, but we've got to get all these windows silled and everything covered and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that bunny video is
Done.
cute, huh?
It was really funny. So I actually reloaded them. I had them already up, but I forgot to put shorts on there so that they were hashtag shorts so that they could go on the short reel.
Darcy says, come on over again. All right, let's go.
Girl,
we're there.
We're on our way.
Hi, Kira.
Hi, Kira. Okay, so this is funny. I'm on the phone as you on the recording phone. So you'll see Rayanne on there. That's actually Kira. Because you're still logged in on this phone. It's really funny. So we're trying to finish that window. And I'll tell you what, I woke up this morning and I was like, what is my deal? We haven't finished anything this year. Nothing that we've started has actually gotten finished.
You know, it comes down to a lot of little different factors, unfortunately.
I know the surgery on my foot. So the surgery the year before slowed us down. The surgery this year slowed us down. And then we had all of that rain. So that did that. I mean, I can make excuses all day long, but
It is what it is.
apparently I'm not a finisher.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Good to see you. Oh, Rotel and Velveeta. You guys stop with the food.
We're so hungry.
Yeah. All she had today was this little tiny bean and cheese burrito and a little handful.
From the gas station.
A little handful of corn chips.
Yeah. Did you finish more projects last year when everyone was hurt? Did we? I don't know.
No.
We're still working on those projects. So, this is the hard thing is our goal for this year was to get this barn done. And so we were clearing, we were cutting, we just didn't have the equipment to move logs and stuff. So, we're really excited now that we can get some logs moved and we're getting started on that and we're getting the mill open. The mill is not yet working. So there's that. We're waiting on some parts from Wood Miser. And the shipping container is kind of our fun winter project. So we're trying to get the things done on the outside that we can get done. And then in the wintertime, we can move inside. So, and then that gives us something to be doing during the wintertime. So we're not just sitting around doing nothing. And you guys just don't want to watch those videos of us just sitting around doing nothing. But reading on our Kindles. You don't want to see that. So that gives us stuff. Plus, we've got to get our cabinets, we've got to get the wire, we've got to have you painted yet. No.
It's coming up.
So we're finishing that window. Actually, I personally want to get this last window in tonight. So that's once we get done here, we're going to go back out there. We're going to finish that up. Hi, Jody. And get that last window in. And then I've got to, seal and caulk all the way around all the windows, get all of that done so that we don't have, rain coming in. We are supposed to get some rain tonight and tomorrow. So yeah, fingers crossed that.
Kira, I was going to bring it up later in a video, but if you want me to talk about it now, I will.
So that is the goal tonight, to get that window in. And then if it's not raining in the morning, then we'll just get up and start doing all the caulking all around that. We'll have some friends that are going to come over and help us with some welding on there. So that'll be on the barn build. So that'll be super cool. So we're and then we're waiting on this part from Wood Miser and this should hopefully fix the problem. And then we've got some trees to cut down and be pulling those. And, so we've kind of got like bam, bam, bam. And then once the mill starts milling, I'm hoping that we're just set up to be rolling logs and milling.
That would be
So
amazing.
because honestly, I mean, it was the three of us when Kira was here where we did 12 logs in one day. But those were also not big beams and stuff. They were a lot of 2x material, which takes a lot longer to cut. So the fact that I'm doing a whole lot of 6x6s and 6x10s and that kind of thing, those are actually quicker to cut. So we do have a lot of, I think, let me see if I can reach it. Because I got the plans. Little sneak peek on the plans. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Mary.
I'm reporting actions. Apparently, I'm accidentally hitting things. So I've got the plans on here, and there is a cut list, which didn't pull. No, it did come out. I did stick it in here.
Thought that was a sub sandwich.
Thought it was a sub sandwich. So, can you see that? We're doing a whole lot of, so there's a whole lot of 6x10s, 6x6s, 6x8s. Yeah, those are basically the size of all of our big beams. So we will be cutting a lot of big things like that. And then, you have your 3x6s and your 3x whatevers. But
That's proof that we got it going.
It's proof.
We're getting there.
So this, I'm trying to look for the cut list because I shoved it in here when we were showing this to Randy. So this, this actual build, it has, did I show these in here? It has,
Since you're talking. It might be good for them to see.
To see me. But oh, this is another good picture one. Here, hold those.
Okay.
Trying to not get them out of whack.
I'm the holder.
Doesn't that look fun? So we'll have a whole second floor on there. And so that'll be like super cool. There's a lot of 6x6s down. We are changing it up a tiny bit. I had my cut list in here.
I saw you put it in there.
I know.
It's a smaller piece of paper, right?
It is, yeah. It's like oh, here it is. And so when you get these, you get this cut list, right? So it shows you all the things that you have to cut. And we've got a lot of, there's quite a few 2x6s and 2x8s and 3x6s and 6x6s and 6x8s and 6x10s and 1x10s and da 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 da. So,
No, Sil, it's not the only copy.
No. Why?
Oh, maybe asked if there was the only copy.
Well, I can print out as many of these as I want. So the thing is with barngeeks.com, I joined his club, basically, his membership. I have a membership to him. And he has gone around and taken down these old barns and made these plans and then is selling them. So it's, I don't know, I think at the time, I don't know if that's the same price right now or not, but I paid like $100 and I have access to this library of plans, and it's a really good deal. And like I said, he gives you the cut list, he tells the plans, tell you how to do absolutely everything. And there we go. So that makes it very simple for us, because all we have to do is go down that thing and say, okay, I need 6x6x12s or 6x6x14s. We make sure when we're cutting down the trees that we cut that length of log, so we can kind of guess to how many we're going to need, and then you waste the least amount of log and you can just kind of line up your logs. So who are you going to have build it? Your son? No, Harry, we're building it.
Yes.
And then we have invited, we're going to be having a big barn raising party to try to finish it out before winter comes. So we've got a hard push for that. So we're trying to, while we're waiting on this part for the sawmill, we're trying to finish up the things on the shipping container and hopefully the greenhouse. The greenhouse has the lowest priority of everything, because even if it just gets too cold and the things in there die, even if we get a little bit of snow, we can still kind of work on it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that is definitely low priority. And if we get the framing done on the greenhouse and then we just throw the plastic over it in the spring, and then we get, you know, it can heat up in there and we can start to next season. But that is the absolute lowest priority of things.
And the plan actually is that we're going to mill some things and put those up.
Yes.
Mill some more, put those up. And
Right.
then we're going to try and get as much done as we can before that date that everybody
Yes.
comes over, and they're going to help with the super hard things that
Right.
take everybody to do.
Exactly.
So
That's the plan. And we're like, I'm so excited because I put those piers in 2 years ago and have just been waiting for this and waiting for this, and I'm really excited. So I am like, I love barns. They make me swoon. I just love them. And, you know, to have this, I've built a barn before, and right after I got out of the service, I did a pole barn. Hi, Anna. And I did a pole barn, basically where you just took like the big telephone poles and you put them in the ground and then you attached all your stuff. And it is still standing today. I know the lady that lives there. So, I'm just really excited about this build. I think it's going to be a very cool barn. We're going to have the upstairs part, and we're probably going to have and you guys, I'm calling it a barn. There's a really big possibility that this is going to end up being a shop.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to attach to it next year or the year after to include an animal side. So, you know, on the other side of it, so on the south side will be an actual garage. This can be the shop, and then on the other side we can have animals. So I think the sawmill, one of the number one priorities next year is to get a cover for the sawmill. This year it's going to be pulled inside the shop barn to keep it out of the weather. Some of the issues that we had getting it going was because it was out in the weather and the tarps just didn't keep it covered well enough. I didn't get it covered well enough. So so that's kind of the issue with that, but we'll be able to pull this in, and then next year getting a cover over the sawmill, so where it stays, because I think it's permanently going to stay where it's at. I kind of really like that spot.
Yeah.
It'd be really easy for a big truck to come in and unload some logs and then rolling them on the mill to get them on the mill. So I think that's definitely going to stay there. It's super smoky. It is super, super smoky. And that's not even bad. I mean, if over the lake, you can hardly see the lake. In the morning, we could barely see
couldn't see the mountains.
Couldn't see the mountain and could barely see, like, and it's because I know the lake's there. So, yeah. So that's basically what's going on with that. I don't know. I just made this small.
Kira bought me a tool, so she wanted me. So
Okay.
This is what she bought me. Little farm tool.
I love those. Absolutely love those.
I'm sure it will come in handy sometime. I will put it on my hip with my gloves.
That's funny.
When Heather needs to sharpen her pencil, I can say, look, I have this.
That's funny.
How far are the Friars from you guys? Well, they're over a river and over a lake, so they're pretty far. We're good.
The new place that you won't allow you to have chickens still?
That's stupid.
That is just really sad.
Because even in city, you can have chickens. Are you still in the city?
Yeah.
Because even in the city, you can have chickens.
They usually say no roosters, but
No
you can
roosters.
usually have like 3 or 4 chickens.
Hens, yeah.
That's just so ridiculous.
That's why you
I'm
buy
trying
land.
to read through your guys' stuff.
That's why you buy land.
Harry, you have fiber optic internet. We will eventually get on the list for Starlink. We have a bunch of friends that have it and love it. For us right now, we've just made the decision that that's not a cost that we're willing to put out there. So we can go to the library and upload our videos, and it's really fast, and it doesn't cost us anything other than the gas, and usually we have other errands to run too, so it doesn't really cost us anything. And and it kind of gets us off property. I am a workaholic, and if I'm off property, it's usually when I stop.
Mm-hmm.
So
Meridian allows 5 chickens.
Harry, you can have 4 chickens, but you have to get $150 yearly permit.
You could do bunnies.
I have so many. You could do bunnies.
Bunnies work. They just don't lay eggs. Sorry.
They don't lay eggs. So yeah, if you're doing it for eggs, and then you could also probably very sneakily get quail, which do lay eggs, and there's meat, and they're very quiet. And
you might have to eat like 10 eggs.
They're better for you too. The eggs are better for you.
I want to know how many of you have tried duck eggs, and what is your opinion on them? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Tiny brown ones, yes, they lay little tiny.
Do not eat those.
You thought bunnies. So are you doing it for the meat then? A voiceless chicken breed. I don't think they have that.
Eggs are the best in baking, I bet.
In baking, I could say baking, absolutely.
Has anyone had scrambled duck eggs? I have ducked from an egg.
Thank you.
Who's throwing eggs at you, Sil?
Thank you, Heather. We are safe. I think as far as I know, everybody that we know is safe.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy. And that this smoke is actually not really coming from our local fires. It's coming from the Washington fires.
Yes. I know that they had a lot of fires up north, though. Isn't that where...
Good Simple Living
yeah,
is?
Good Simple
Theirs
Living.
was very close to their house. I haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, Anna. We had it, and it was a huge difference.
It was not.
She said
good.
she didn't really notice a difference.
Really? We totally noticed a difference.
We were like, no, thank you.
See, Kira agrees that they taste so different. It was grainy. Like, to me, the flavor wasn't too bad, but it was grainy. And it tasted grainy.
It did taste grainy, and it was a very... it was a lot stronger of a flavor. Yeah.
Oh, good, Colleen. You seem really happy.
Oh.
That's awesome. Their little coop is so cute.
Yes. Virgil did a great job.
He did a great job. Just weren't that different. Maybe a breed thing. It could be a breed thing. These are Peking ducks, so they're actually more of a meat breed.
And they're the white of the egg was very slimy.
It was.
It was a way different. It was kind of like snot.
It was pretty gross.
I was like, I'm not appetized. This is not appetizing at all.
No. I actually don't think we ate them. Like, we took a few bites and I was like, I'm out.
She's like, this is not my favorite.
See, and this is the thing. I've had duck eggs before, and I was like, no, duck eggs are good. Like, I remembered them being good. So this was just like, whoa, maybe my taste buds have changed. Something's changed. I don't know.
All I know is I scrambled it. That's all I did. It
Yeah.
was different. I added some cheese and ham.
So as far as for baking, I would absolutely like, so let's say I just had 4 chickens and the 2 ducks.
Yeah.
I would, or the 3 ducks. I would definitely use the duck eggs for baking and then use the chicken eggs for eating.
Yeah.
Like that's how I would do it.
And yes, Anna, we did end up.
Pig
She
food.
just did another clutch of eggs, and we
Mhm.
found them and we gave them to the pigs.
Yeah. Yeah, now they're mad at us.
'Cause she had like 12 in there or
She
something.
did have like 12.
I took them all. I was
We're like, no. Eventually, what I would like to do, so this breed is known for not sitting their nests. Well, they actually sit nests, but they, for some reason, the humidity isn't correct, and there's a very, very rarely can they hatch them out themselves. So they'll go full term, and then it's time to start getting out, and then they die as they're getting out of the egg. So yes. the ones that Carrie incubated for us at her house, because she has electricity, they did really well. So eventually what I want to do is let them lay all their eggs, and I take them and we hatch out what we want for the year for the freezer, because I like duck meat. So, and I'd like to do some duck jerky for the dogs and that kind of stuff. Do our own training treats and stuff. So,
Harry, no, I don't think we want to hire out any help. We're good.
We don't have the money, Harry. Plus, we really like doing this, other than the fact that we're physically exhausted right now. Yeah. That's kind of the big deal at this moment, is we're just physically exhausted. So we're so grateful because Kelly brought over her tractor and her 4-wheeler so that we can do less physical lifting of stuff. So that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really big deal. It does look like I have some pine beetle kill trees down the hill a bit, but we can access them. We walked down there the other day and we can access them. And we'll hopefully be able to drag them up.
Wryneck? Know anything about Wryneck? Do you?
I have no idea what that is.
Aw,
thanks,
Kelly.
Kelly. You're so sweet. Kelly also brought us a hot water heater and that they had and had it fixed for us and everything. So it's for an RV, but it's I think gonna work perfect in the shipping container. And Vicky asked, how far are we from Courtney and Riley?
Yeah.
We are close enough that they can come over here and be in a video here pretty soon.
Stay tuned.
So I think I would say less than 30 minutes. Oh, that's awesome. He'll come help us hook it up. So, ciao, everyone. I'm going to go eat pizza. You jerk. Kira,
I'm going to go torture my dad with tickles as revenge for feed me bad pizza.
Oh, okay. All I saw was a pizza. I was like, that's so mean. Tell your dad that we said hello.
Yeah.
So, what else do we have going on?
That's the main stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're just spent a couple days being kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
But now we've got our spirits back up, and we know that it'll work out. Bye, Kira. So we're excited for this forward progress. I know we'll get this.
So grateful that Randy came out. He basically spent like 3 days here.
So grateful to Darla for letting us borrow him.
Well, and she came out here too. That one day, it was so hot. It was like the one ridiculously hot day, and the Sawmill's in the sun. So.
And
no, Alicia, we're probably not gonna do a live tomorrow. We're probably not gonna do doggy lives for a little bit here, because, and actually I don't think a video is going out tomorrow. I think Wednesday's video is going to go out on Thursday. So I have some things that I'm waiting on to add to that video. because we're trying to rally here and get some stuff done before we get cold, before it gets cold.
And
so,
if you're on here, we got the package, and we wanted to say thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. That's super cool. So, yeah, I need to, maybe one of these times when I have an afternoon or we go back in to get water. We did just do a bunch of water runs to get water up here just in case the fires are an issue in this area. But there's no real good place for me to train Chloe, so I like doing it in the park. What? Someone asked if your mom was single? Harry, why do you want to know if my mom is single? Or her mom?
I'm sorry, Heather. Her grandma accidentally overdosed on her medicine yesterday, and she called 911 right away.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, she's going to be in our prayers because that is awful. Yeah. And I'm glad that she's okay. I'm definitely glad that she's okay. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie's here. Hi, Carrie. How's your knee? Carrie decided to wrestle her goats.
No fun.
No fun at all. So basically our framing is good. I've got to pull the chimney off. Okay. Off the what is that? Shipping container. I got to pull the chimney off the shipping container, and then we're going to, I ordered some spray foam that came in. So we're going to start doing some spray foaming in the inside once this window's done. And then we're going to be painting. So we're supposed to get this rain that'll tamp down all the dust. And then I kind of want to paint when the dust is tamped down because I don't want dust getting into the paint. Woohoo, peanuts. So yeah, so I'm really hoping that we do get pretty decent rain because it is so dry here and the dust is so awful that I don't really want to paint and then have dust up in the paint.
Let's see.
Any questions for us?
Did we ever find out whose mom Harry was talking about?
Mm-mm. We all know that it's not my mom.
My mom is single, Harry. Yeah, we did. We're around each other a lot.
Uh-huh.
We're obviously hungry. I'm eating peanuts. That shows how hungry I am.
I know, right?
I don't eat
Not
peanuts.
my fave. Not my fave.
What's the dimensions of the building going to be?
The barn, that's 30 by 50. And then the sides are, I think the sides are going to be about 14 feet tall. And it's an 8-12 pitch. So there'll be a nice big upstairs area. It'll kind of be like an A-frame because basically the upstairs will be the roof part, the second floor. It won't really have walls. So we're gonna have to do
I'm so excited.
I know, I'm so excited. Oh, you're doing one possibly that size too, Heather? Oh no, Kelly. Sorry.
Aw. Yes, Anna, me too.
Well, the parts got shipped out, so I think they're coming from Oregon. So it shouldn't be too long. Did they give you tracking numbers? It is. It showed up in my email that it was. I know. Hopefully, we get tracking numbers.
Vicky says my mom's single, but she's 94 and has dementia. Mary.
Hi,
What's
Mary.
the second floor for?
So most likely we're gonna start out just using it for storage, and we probably won't even actually get a floor down on it for quite a while, I would think. But because I don't want to mill, 2x material for the floor. We'll end up doing plywood. Excuse me. And I don't, so we probably won't do that until spring. This peanut's going to kill me. Probably won't do that till spring. And then most likely I want to just pull everything out of storage. I have a bunch of stuff in storage. So I want to pull everything out of storage. We'll get it put up there, and then everything will be on property. And and then, if everything goes right, if the channel's growing and everything goes right, and we can get some money saved, we can get a load of logs delivered early in the spring and start milling the A-frame.
They want to know, are we going to make a processing shed?
Yes.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet. We are. I'd actually like a cold room, and I would, in my mind, what I want to do is combine, because you guys know I want to get a miniature Jersey cow, so I want to have a milking cow, and I want to be able to have a room that I'm taking milk directly into, and it's a cold room, but I can also process any time of the year because I have that room. So a lot of times I wait for processing, before the flies or after the flies. So you don't want flies around whenever you're processing. And so to be able to, just pull whatever animal needs to be in that section. So I'm kind of hoping that I can pick up another couple of shipping containers and create a cold room in one of those. So
I have never had them. They had them down in Florida. Every gas station you go to always had them.
So there is something completely different about a fresh peanut that you pull the shell off and you eat versus these. These try to kill me. Like they get stuck in my throat. So that is definitely in the lineup of I'd like one of the shipping containers to actually just be all my feed and all of that, so it can be closed up, it can be sealed tight, and there's no worries about critters. And then the other one, have it to where at least half of it, so an 8x20 cold storage space is the hope. We'll
prayers
see.
For you, Anna.
Yeah, prayers for you, Anna. Is your back still hurting?
I'm super excited for you possibly getting a new job. Like,
yes.
I know that you're like, I'm ready. So that'll be good.
So who saw, I saw Goldstar put out a new video. Who saw his new video? Who watched?
Who's honest about it?
No. Taking it all slow. Anything with honey on it is good.
I personally want in my small house down the road, not like necessarily right away, but I want one of those where you're like pantries down there. What's that called?
The cold storage. It's cold storage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, well, I am doing a video about it that will come out on Thursday. So I'm just wondering who watched. A root cellar is another one.
That's the word I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Root cellar.
So the big house, I'm going to end up doing a basement and a safe room, and inside the safe room will be my pantry. And
it's good to have food and water.
It is. If I have to hunker down, like I need snacks, they'll be like, she did really well until she got hungry and left the safe room. I mean, that's like legit what it would be.
If you're going to have snacks, you're going to have an empty bucket.
Yes, there'll be a bucket in there. I mean, that's, yeah, you totally would have to have that.
If it goes in, it has to come out.
Right, exactly. 20x20 root cellar, yeah. So I don't know what my, the basement's not
yes,
gonna
Robert, a bucket.
The basement's not gonna be like the entire barn dominium. It's just gonna be a smaller space, not a humongous one.
Not a job for me, for
Anna.
Yeah, for Anna on Blissful Moments.
So but down in that, I don't know how big it'll end up being. Probably like 30 by 50. And then the barn dominium would be bigger, like at minimum 40 by 60. So you have, yeah, they actually will collapse. Putting the
shipping container will?
Yes, they're not made to be buried. I did see that Martin Johnson, they put one in underneath their new kitchen area.
Oh, wow.
Who did I miss?
Hi,
Sandra.
Tim.
Hi, Sandra. Hi, Tim.
Think about our
Plumbing and septic. So we do not have any black water septic in the shipping container. It's a composting toilet. So our gray water is actually going to be reused to be watering trees and grass and pasture and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So we have that covered with that. ICF forms, nice idea.
It went real fast.
It really did. Georgia girl Sandy logging in here.
Hi,
just
Sandra.
Finished dinner. Hi, Sandra. What'd you have for dinner? We talk about food here all the time because we're foodies. Insulated concrete forms. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Those, so I really like did anybody watch Pure Living for Life? That used to be up here in northern Idaho, and they had the
containers?
No, they did a timber framed house, and then they sided it with, it had the plywood, well, not plywood, the OSB, and then it had the 12 inches of insulation and then OSB, and so you just kind of put those on. I can't remember what those were called. I thought it was the ICF. I was thinking about if there's any way that we could have Southern style pork ribs and mashed potatoes with salad.
Shut up.
Do you have leftovers? Like
you had us at Southern style.
Man, it's so good. Yep, still waiting on the trusses over there. Yeah, so Pure Living for Life. So when we were talking about Kimmy's A-frame and doing the A-frame, and I wouldn't mind. Bye, Priscilla. I wouldn't mind doing something like that in the barn dominium too. But spray foam is also works really well. Because I don't think I want metal siding on the barn dominium. I think I want the lower half to be metal siding so that any snow or whatever that would get up on it would be fine. But I do think that I want regular wood siding.
German style
potato salad.
Yeah, would you rather have German style or mayonnaise kind?
I like the mayonnaise and mustard mixed.
I think the German style has sour cream and bacon.
Chasing Freedom Homestead. What did you say, and why did you withdraw it? Were you vicious?
What?
What happened, Brenda? Shrimp and pesto over roasted spaghetti squash. Wow, Anna, that's so good.
That does sound amazing.
So good. Okay, if you guys are on here and you're not, you haven't been watching Chasing Freedom Homestead, you need to go over and check them out. Their building is coming up pretty close.
And they're growing pretty fast.
Just jumping in. Okay. We so wanted to do ICF, way too much to ship. Yeah. Yep. That's, I heard a dirty rumor that there's going to be some
issues with shipping coming up soon.
Big issues with shipping with the trains going on strike. So anything that has to be shipped is really going to be an issue. So that's really pretty scary. Like here pretty quick. So wait.
Dry
rubbed pork ribs with potato salad slaw. I love slaw if it's homemade.
And homemade cornbread and homemade pickles.
That sounds yummy. Sil, you heard that too? Yep. We have a friend of ours that like really watches all of that. And so she sent us a thing. Yeah, so that's, I think any of the building, I didn't know all this stuff was going to happen when I bought my sawmill. But once I got my sawmill and all the things started happening, it was like, at least I can mill lumber and continue to build some things and do some things. So, Carrie, that's exactly what happens. We have these lives and then we have to go eat snacks because we're so hungry.
That's why I'm eating peanuts and I don't even like
brownie
peanuts.
Sundays for dessert. So, Bob.
Rude. Rude? Now you want to smoke a pork shoulder. Why not a pork butt? Why is it got to be a shoulder? Do you have something against butts?
So funny. So hopefully they did say that they thought this rain was going to come through and get rid of the smoke, which would be a big, huge deal.
Yep.
But when we get off from here, we're going to go finish that window. And then I think we're going to be pulling some logs with the four-wheeler.
But are two totally different areas. Just saying.
Pork loin today. Yeah. That works for a big shipping warehouse, and they had a meeting about the shipping problems coming. Yep. We need the smoke gone. We do need the smoke gone. It is
it's dangerous.
It's pretty dangerous. Yeah.
Out there breathing that stuff.
Yep. Hey Brenda, when are you guys gonna start doing a live?
Yeah.
We'll moderate for you.
Yeah. I would love that.
We would totally moderate for you. Avoid this possible train strike. We do need to avoid it. There's some groups that have a whole lot of power, and that's the truckers, the trains. Who else? Definitely the farmers, because if they quit trying to farm, then we run out of food. Okay, Vicky, I already worked for a stripper. I need to get closer. Your son works for a shipper.
A shipper. So thank you.
I need my eyes checked. They were expecting a slow winter.
I said Dutch using some form of non-metal ridge. It went too fast.
Some form of non-metal ridge type panels for roofing today. I don't know if it was cheaper or more expensive. Reach out to him and see if you are looking for alternatives. So Sandra, I bought actually all the metal roofing materials and the 4-foot metal that goes on the bottom of the barn 2 years ago. So I actually have all of it and I got it at a pretty good price. So that's good. I don't have to worry about that. I will need to add a little bit more metal, order some more metal next year when we're doing the garage part, because we did steal some of that metal for the treehouse.
Yep.
It's fiber and it's cheaper. Oh, is this for his inside? Is that what we're talking about? Insulation? Some sort of tar. No, that's for his roof. Yeah, I had really wanted to start this barn 2 years ago. We put in the by Kelly. We put in the piers, and then winter came, and then last year we just didn't get to it. We started on Kira's cabin. It was, let's get some things that we can live in so that we're more comfortable, and then move back to the barn. So it probably would have, Kira needed a cabin, so that definitely needed to happen. We would have killed each other if we all would have been in the RV. It was like, it would not have gone well. Getting that done, and getting started on the shipping container. The shipping container actually was not really in my plans that I had said that I wanted to do. I did want to do a tiny house. of some sort. I really wanted an A-frame for a guest space, so that was something that I had already been looking into. And then when I started looking at shipping containers and people building shipping containers, I really liked them. So I'm really glad that we're doing this. This is a lot of fun. But I had all of my stuff was stored in this shipping container, so I had to pull everything out. How heavy is the tar? I don't know. Someone else has to answer that. I do not know, Tim.
The tar impregnated fiberboard. I don't know the answer to that either.
I have not had time to watch really anything. So I haven't seen his latest video on that. I'll have to go check it out on that. He could throw it up to Randy. Oh, so it wasn't super heavy. He could just toss it up. I got you. Thanks, everybody, for liking. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Sawmill. So the thing about the Sawmill, when I bought it right before COVID. And right when COVID hit, they were like, if you're wanting I think I had my sawmill like 3 months, and they were like, there's now a big long waiting list for sawmills. And so that was huge to be able to already have it. And I do make payments on it. So I put a large amount down, and then I make payments on it. So that will be paid off here. I don't next year, I think, is when that gets paid off. But I love that sawmill. I love milling. I love doing any of that. I do think it's I did see Connie on Facebook today. So I've got to message her though, because we haven't seen her in a long while, have we? We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, we noticed that.
So we've been working on firewood. That's another thing we've been working on. I think we're going to have about 6 cords minimum of firewood caught and ready before winter gets here.
Firewood, making sure we have a lot of water on property because of the fires right now. Being prepared for that. Yeah. Working on the sawmill, working on plans for upcoming.
I have to say, the sawmill, I would get frustrated and have to kind of walk away. One, because I'm not a mechanic, so Randy gets here and he's like, okay, let's do this. It's really fast. So I'm sure if he was here and he was fixing it, it would have been fixed in one day. But because I'm like, okay, I'm going to take over and I'm going to do the parts that I know how to do or that I think I could do. You're going to need cords. 15 cords, Carrie, that's how much you guys are going through? Our wood stove is like for 2,000 square feet, and it's going to be heating up 1,000 square feet. Wow, that's a lot. Colleen, probably maybe in a couple of weeks we'll borrow the splitter from you.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. What we want to do is get everything moved over here in a big pile, and then borrow that and get everything split like in 2 days, and then get it back to you.
Yeah.
I don't like keeping stuff here. Forgot what I was saying before I got shocked by Carrie's 15 cords. Is that how many cords you went through last year, Carrie?
Wow, Sue.
Oh, Sue, thanks.
That is so sweet. Went to Sawmill, baby.
Appreciate that. A lot. Thank you so much. Yeah, Kelly, you're gonna need 8. Maybe I need more. Maybe we need more than 6 if everybody's thinking they need 15 and 8 cords.
Well, it is supposed to be a harsher winter.
It is supposed to be harsh. It's supposed to be colder, and what I heard is drier. Oh, you went through about 12 last year.
That seems
thanks,
so
Darcy.
much.
On the grease gun, pull harder. Yes. We were laughing so hard over that. Like, as I was editing it, I was giggling. As we were watching it later, we were laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny. And I'm like, he's just going to say pull harder.
We were all laughing. It's okay, Heather. We were all, we thought it was hysterical. You should have been there.
You should have been there.
When I was physically there videotaping it, it was hysterical. On the phone with Darla, and Darla's like, here's Randy. Randy's like, just pull.
He's gonna say pull. I was so afraid to break it, and then that one like came off. So it's this, I don't know what it is. Anyway, it gets screwed on in there, the tip part, and then that's off. What you put in on the grease gun on, and it came out.
When the tip falls off,
totally came out of there, and I was like, I broke it. So funny. Oh, that was hysterical.
It was so funny.
Yep. Yeah, don't be sorry. We just, and it's so funny because sometimes some people will say things like, oh, that must have been embarrassing or whatever. I'm like, first off, I edit it. Like, I'm the editor.
Heck no.
So if I'm embarrassed by it, I'm not going to put it in the video. But honestly,
it was hysterical.
It was hysterical. It went right back on Robert. It was just so funny. You were hollering at the TV, pull harder. I've never used one of those, and apparently my Ford, you're supposed to grease gun underneath some spaces.
Yep.
That was hilarious.
We get a lot of things on video. We are definitely not scripted and not fake.
No, that's why we have so many bloopers, because we're not scripted.
We have a lot of bloopers.
Could you imagine?
There are some bloopers that don't make it to they make it to the cutting room floor.
Yeah, they get cut out, usually because I say something that's not appropriate for TV.
Or me.
That's true.
Or me.
Yeah. That was funny. So no, we got that all greased up. There's one more thing that I want to tweak on it. We've got actually one more video on getting that going, where it's at right now. Robert, just settle down, mister. Settle down. Real life is fantastic. Okay, so this is funny. We'll be sitting and the dogs will be doing something, and then I start a monologue with the dogs. And then Kim's like, you need to record that. That is hysterical. Like, you need to record that. I can't do it when the camera's on. Like, I get anxiety about it or whatever. So it just has to be, it's so much fun whenever organic things come on there and like.
Zero, not zero.
Don't get him started, Sil. Zerk.
You won't mention it last week. Just last week.
Oh, thanks, Heather. Yeah. I did have someone ask me, aren't you worried about doing YouTube because people that don't like you, or, people in the past that don't like you can like hate on you? And I'm like, I do not care. If I take up that much space in somebody's brain, I am sorry for you.
Yeah. If they haven't found happiness and moving on, then that's on them.
So, and I don't mind, oh, Bob, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I am not everybody's cup of tea. That's a real thing. Not everybody has good taste. Right, Kimmy?
That is so true. Thanks, Sandra.
We are a comedy show. Wait until you squeeze the handle and it's on the Zeke right.
Not on the
Zerk right. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
I need you to dumb that down for me. Translate that.
Bob, are you holding people's...
Are you? What's happening?
Oh.
Their tequila shot. Exactly.
It's not... not necessarily. Yeah, thank you.
Just saying. Hanging with Heather, no?
There was an allusion to a bad word.
Oh, so, I got you.
He was modding.
Grease Zerk is the thing that came off. Oh, that's what that's called. I got you. More than one pig for that raising.
It's funny.
Got you. Yeah, I'd never used one of those, so that was just really funny. And I was like,
yeah.
Why would I have one of those? That's not like something then you walk through the store and you're like, ooh, I want that. I like guns.
But, at least she admits it. She tries it. She does it on video. She admits it. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Got to start somewhere.
Right?
Because I own a Ford. Well, there are some spots which I didn't even know. I was watching something on the 4-wheel drive with the Ford and
just yank it off.
Yep.
We have yelling at us.
Funny. Oh, did you see that Chevy is putting out an electric truck? I feel like they now no longer are real truck people. They're making electric trucks
for $100,000.
$107,000.
Yeah, Bob. Still's ready to fight you.
Good, get him. Exactly. That's so funny. Well, we're at an hour. We better go finish doing this window.
She's not going to feed me. Do you hear this? She's not going to let us have a dinner break.
Yeah, I can't with the electric trucks. How are you going to haul anything with that? Seriously.
That's what I was wondering.
Like, seriously, you going to hook up your horse trailer and take your 4 horses to the show with an electric truck? I just do not. The power in that thing cannot be the same.
Samson, he's full of grain right now.
Yeah.
Like back there. He's got a lot of weight in him.
Yeah.
Electric truck.
Not us, because we're skinny. Stealth. What was the word? I can't think of the word I was looking at.
If you're pulling a load with one of those new Chevys, you can only go 80 miles.
What? They are very powerful?
Did you see the storage behind their brake light compartment? No.
No, I didn't look at it. I just saw it came across my feed and I was like,
you can get there, but you won't get home.
But how much, Vicky, when you're pulling something, how much does that affect the power? Like, does that drain it faster? There is one put out in conjunction with Ford and Amazon.
Yeah.
Really? Ford's doing one?
Some electric vehicles have an electric motor for each wheel. Electric trucks work great for the golf course. Hi, Tollstone's Ranch.
Hi, Tollstone's Ranch. You made it. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, can you believe that? I just can't even believe it.
Got the chair.
Okay, guys. And when I say guys, it's a collective. I'm saying girls too.
It's non-gender.
So, if your truck makes this really nice sound, and they want to fix it, would you let them do that? They're like when I took Samson in, they're like, if you want to take care of this issue, and I'm like, that's not an issue. That's why I bought him.
Hi, Red and April off grid.
Yeah. What do you think?
You've been listening in for a while on laundry and cooking and dinner. Best wishes for your country. But thank you so much.
Oh,
Did you laugh at us with the grease gun too?
I guess Bob's going. He's saying good night, everyone.
Okay, Bob's leaving. We can talk about him.
Goodbye, Bob. If it isn't doing anything bad to the functions, then no.
No, it's like it is sexy. Yeah. When a truck starts up and it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. It sounds like a Harley. Yeah. I'm like, yes.
12 Stones Ranch, he said there was a bunch of issues. They all got fixed, but they said if this was really not an issue per se, yeah. But he said if you want that fixed. Yeah. And I was like, no. I really like it.
No, that's why I bought the truck. Robert, you were leaving. Remember, it was your bedtime? You just move along, sir.
I think that door just closed.
Weren't you looking for a place to camp when you came to Idaho? Settle down, sir. Settle down.
Yes, Anna, you were right there. What did he call it? I can't remember what he called it. And I was like,
not a bramble, not
jiggly. No,
jiggly.
What did he call it?
It's not that. Muffler?
No, he called it
something else. I swear it started with a B. It started with a B. Jiggly muffler. I swear it started with a B.
It was like not bramble. It was like yeah, it was. I was like, no, I love that. Why would I fix that?
It's not broken. Don't fix it.
Exactly. I would not be riding on that electric airplane, Vicky. Just FYI.
No. That's a hard no for me. We left Samson Manley. Yes.
No.
Cadillac converter, no.
No, it was the sound.
Good night,
It was
Heather.
The name of the sound that it makes. Good night, Heather.
Literally 2:00 in the morning. We're gonna remember what this was.
Yeah, we'll tell you next time. Stay tuned.
So
bodacious.
Funny. No, that would be a girl. Boys are not bodacious. Girls are bodacious. No, it's not what was making the sound. It's he named the sound something.
What like sound is called, like,
it's not like waffle. Like
it was a funny word, and it was like, do you want to fix the bobble? And I'm like, the bobble, the sound that the truck is making, and I'm like, well, heck no. I do not.
Just got news explosion at Boston College. Not sure how much damage or injured package bomb they're saying. Are you freaking kidding me?
Way to ruin the mood, Bob.
Man. The zoomer. The sounds Ford makes perfection. Exactly.
No.
Wobble bobble something. That's what it's called.
Nope.
The world is so messed up. I agree, Robert. I totally agree. Good night.
Oh, now he says, let me come back in the room, drop this bomb of bad news on you, and then leave.
Man, I hope nobody got hurt.
Yeah, me too.
I just don't understand the hate.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just really don't. And I'm like, I was reading this thing on Facebook today, and they were like, a woman that does such and such is called what, right? And it was dates man to man to man, and like the comments. So I start reading the comments. I always read the comments on things, and people are just so mean. It was just this immediate, let me be mean and hateful towards this woman, and it's like, I put on there, I'm like, broken. She's broken and she's hurt, and you love her until she can love herself, because that's the issue. It's not that someone is a horrible person or any of those things. It's like, why does everybody have to just be so hateful all the time?
Right?
It drives me nuts. Kelly, we're not talking about him being down. Like, to talk about Johnny in private.
Well, guys, I'm going to get off. I got something I have to do. So
Yep.
I will talk to y'all later.
Same.
Oh,
See you
we're
later.
both going.
Bye.
Bye.